Good Monday. G Force. G is for gratitude. And, last week was a week to be grateful for. As I shared on Friday when I found out about Bob Proctor's passing, it allowed me to go to a place of gratitude, because gratitude changes everything. Helps you deal with the losses, especially somebody significant as Bob Proctor's meant so much to millions of people, whether they've just read his books, watched his seminars, personally coached by him, personal relationships with him as colleagues and consultants. We are all grieving to this day, but it's with gratitude that we can remember all those great, insightful growth opportunities that Bob always provided when you were in his presence. And I did an hour tribute on Friday, but today I just wanted to, before I forget anything, I want to make sure, before we get back into Bob's book here, we're going to give honor to Bob's book, The ABCs of Success. That was the lessons I was going to teach out of last week, and I think the universe always delivers what you need to prepare you for whatever the universe is delivering. But turn on your notifications. For several, got some announcements here. Elevate Your Profits tonight. Mark Gassert and I at 6 p.m. Eastern, Elevate Your Profits, is interviewing Rob Kryhoff. And 28 years in media sales, TV, and he's going to share with you what you need to know about what's happening in marketing in and around using different forms of media, how to prepare, how to identify the appropriate individual or companies that can get your market. He'll talk to you about where is it a time to use TV and radio. He's going to bring a lot of great wisdom. He's also going to share his transition from the corporate world to the entrepreneurial world, and why he made that decision. I think that's one of the things that we always want to talk about, is what's your plan B in an ever-changing economy or ever-changing marketplace. And he made plans to have a plan B. And so he's going to share that transition as well. But I just wanted to share with you on Wednesday, noon Central, Ben Gay III. A lot of people don't know this, but Bob, in the early days of his career, used to work for Ben Gay III. And it's going to give you some insight, and seeing where Bob started and where he ended up. He's going to make tribute to his contribution to the world. That's going to be a special interview on Wednesday at noon on G-Force. Ben Gay III is coming in to give tribute to Bob Proctor from a different perspective, what he saw in the early days and where Bob has become, that eternal legacy. He'll share what he's meant to the world from his perspective. And then on Friday, we're bringing in the author of the book, The Go-Giver. I'm going to grab the book real quick here. The author of this book, The Go-Giver, Bob Berg, is coming in for an interview at 12 p.m. Central Time, 1 p.m. Eastern. You don't want to miss this interview. Great insight of the Go-Giver. Whether you're an entrepreneur in business, highly encourage you to turn on your notifications for those dates. So again, real quick, Elevate Your Profits tonight. Mark Gassert and I will be interviewing Rob Kreekoff about media, how to identify the right media, what's happening, what are the new trends, what you should be doing to scale up your marketing, whether you're just starting out or you've been in business for a while. How do you take your marketing to a next level to help your business grow? So that's all going to happen tonight on Elevate Your Profits. Ben Gay is coming in on Wednesday. Noon Central. Bob Berg, noon Central. Turn on your notifications. So let's talk a little bit about Bob's book. This book is absolutely amazing. When you, after been coached and mentored, studied his program, facilitated hundreds of people, teaching these principles, and in this one book, really gives a clear, simplistic way to take each one of the key principles to growth are. You know, last Wednesday, I talked about achievement. That's our nature to achieve more, whether it be in relationships or things of the world. We're looking to always to grow and expand our fullest potential. But today, the second principle I just want to cover is action. The devil's most prized possession. You know, when we think of Satan, we think of devil, we think of things that he puts illusions out there, send you down the wrong path, uses the power of his negativity, such as fear and anger, resentment, envy. All these are tools that Satan uses to take control of you, to keep you in a space of non-growth. He puts decorations on it. He makes it sound glamorous and all sorts of things. And it's important to understand that the term Satan is also the talking within your head. Where did it come from? What's your subconscious programming about? But what is Satan's most prized possession? If you have an idea, put it in the comments. Put it in the comments. See if I got it here. Satan's most prized possession is discouragement. Discouragement. It's not hatred, it's not fear, it's not jealousy. It's discouragement. When we're discouraged and we allow discouragement, a disappointment, get in the way, it hurts people more than any of the other things I mentioned. Discouragement. It allows us to just sit down and pity ourselves and do nothing. And do nothing. I guess maybe I wasn't meant to have that type of success, or maybe that wasn't in the cards. Self-pity. Maybe I'm not worthy. Discouraged. It's a deflator if you allow it to be. It doesn't have to happen. But that's his prized possession. It's one of the most powerful. If we recognize fear, we're either going to fight it, we're going to flee, or be frozen. We're going to know what those, but when we're discouraged, it just draws the sense of our beingness out of us. It takes our dreams and our hopes away from us. It takes our purpose and our why from us if they're not rooted in a deep, deep way. What do you do when you have an unpleasant moment, a setback, a discouragement? See, as the author Bob says here, is that the devil may not survive if he didn't have discouragement as his number one weapon against you. Because we can get through fear. We can build our self-image and our dreams up and our vision and all the things. But when we have one little setback and he uses that leverage of discouragement against you, it can destroy everything. His most powerful possession is discouragement. How easy are you discouraged? How easy are you discouraged? We've all been discouraged. I look back at my entire life. There's been many situations from when I was a youth and playing sports and didn't make the team, or discouraged in business. Things didn't happen, didn't get to sales, didn't get to promotion, discouraged. But, I worked through those discouragements. But many times I look back in my past and I saw where discouragement was a defeater. And how do you get through discouragement? It's thought plus action, as Bob says. It's thought plus action. Or is what is your first thought? And what is the action you're taking with regard to it? Whether it be a positive or a negative, there's action, and that will lead to a result always by law. Like Glenn Morshower says, what if you can identify what's your first thought, it tells you what's your direction. So thought plus action, and you get to choose your thinking. When you have a setback, a discouragement, something that's happened that didn't support the outcome you were seeking, you just sit and fall to the ground and have a pity party. Poor me. Let your self-image get in the way. But see, that's where having a clear vision, purpose, and why, nothing's going to discourage the power of those three things and the love of what you do. Nothing. If they're not strong, discouragement can take over. And Bob was talking in most self-help books, it talks about dealing with positive thinking. Without much concern for translating it consciously into experience. Consciously into experience. So when you experience the power of your why, vision, and why, the love of what you do, you experience it at an emotional level. It will get you there. It'll get you through the discouragement. Are you discouraged with your health? Are you discouraged with your wealth? We can take a look at anything around us and we can evaluate, are we discouraged? Are we giving up? Are we frustrated to the point of just giving up on our dream? So you got to have a strong desire, purpose, and why to get through discouragement. And then take action. Then take action. That builds that confidence back up. When you pick up the phone or you reach out to somebody and you have that conversation, taking action is so important. Other than that, it's just a good thought. It gives you a momentary release. When you take action, it builds confidence, gets you past discouragement into action. And that's where everything happens. Doing nothing is action. That'll continue fueling discouragement. See, that Satan or the devil knows that his number one prize possession to defeat you is discouragement. But you don't have to let it happen. Thought through action, right thinking with right action is so important. And as Bob was writing here, nothing can result so negatively as thinking positively without the action that fulfills that thinking. You have to have the right thinking with the right action to get the end result. You can't have a negative and a positive or half-hearted action to go with. It's got to be all in. It's got to be forward. There is nothing more powerful than a positive thought joined with positive action. Otherwise, it puts you back into discouragement, pity party, poor me, I guess I'm not worthy. All those things start creeping up through discouragement. Fear we can get through. Fear we can get through when you have a clear, positive vision for yourself and the outcome you seek. So I'm going to be using this book for several weeks now and picking out different topics. You know, a lot of people right now are discouraged. They've lost their mentor. But move to gratitude. Move to a place that you can carry on a legacy, carry that action forward, carry forward what Bob meant to you in the form of action. Go share the good news. Go share a principle that he taught you with somebody else who can make a difference in their life. It's action. It's only through matching the right thinking with action that you can get through anything tied with your vision, purpose, and why. So with that all said, I just want to make tonight, we got to say, I want to thank somebody who's just coming in here for sharing. Thanks for making a comment. Bob Berg on Friday, The Go-Giver. Ben Gay on Wednesday. And tonight on Elevate Your Profit, 6 p.m. Eastern, we're going to have a great interview with Rob Kycroft. And he's going to share with you what it's going to take in marketing to be successful in an ever-changing business environment. With that all said, everybody have a great day. We'll see you tonight, 6 p.m. Elevate Your Profits.